Well, it's about time that we
Until you put it on 6.
make a decision on this and find out how's it working for you, how's our pricing look.
I mean,
How was it this weekend?
yeah, through the 6th.
Things seem to be working well.
We'll get somebody to.
Can I sit by you? Hey, Mikey.
Sure.
Alright,
Well, that seems.
what was that?
A prize seat.
Oh.
Things seem to be working
No,
well on
it's-
my end.
Good.
Have you guys checked into what you had for a contract with the NRRA and?
180 days we need to give them.
We need to give them 180 days
Yep.
notice.
Okay.
And this is the cost right now.
So that's for maintenance, all right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, if we don't take our C and D up there, is the garbage price gonna go up?
How long is the contract that you have with them right now?
1 year contract.
It's only 1 year?
Yeah.
1 year left on, will they do it every year?
No, I don't think so, I think it's 3 years.
It's 3 years.
It's 3
Yeah,
years.
I thought it
Yep.
was 1.
Nope,
It's
that's
3 years, but if you're gonna terminate it, it's 180 day notice.
Yeah, well, how much do you have left on the contract?
I
when
would
you
say
finish it
2
up?
years.
I'm gonna say 2 years.
Years.
So, okay, so you just did it last year then?
Yep.
Okay.
October 11th we signed it.
Yep. And how do they have you set up for pricing on it now? Does it,
I give you the person.
It's, MSW is $67.50 for year 1 and 2, $70 for year 3.
No, they charge us. That report, it's different.
What are they charging?
70?
70, yeah.
So for year 1 and 2, it was supposed to be $67.50, and for year 3 was 70.
Yeah.
It was, yeah,
It was
so
70,
that's
yeah.
what they sent me.
And C and D was $72.50 for year 1 and 2, and $75 for year 3.
That's right.
But to answer Mike's question, I don't think the CD affects the other stuff.
It will.
I was thinking it did.
I think, yeah.
In what way?
These are questions we need to ask.
Oh, the total
Correct,
tonnage.
yes.
No,
yeah,
the
those are
price,
some of the things that I like to get some information on too. And also, like, you know, the quantity of tonnage from the C and D and from the
That's just
MSW
never tell you.
Yeah, we got that.
yearly. And I can start working on my end and try to match their thing and their contract, and we're looking good, right?
I like how it's working.
Oh, well, it's pretty close to what we were doing before when we figure everything in, but it depends how you figure it in. It's pretty close though. It's, actually, it's really close. When you figure a lot of little of the details that aren't clear as far as trucking costs for labor and other things. But, yeah, it's, I'm happy with it though, because it frees somebody up for, the highway.
So get those answers, and
So we can keep moving forward on it, right?
then we can move forward on it.
Yeah. Are you guys looking for a contract or from my end, or do you
What
want?
do you want?
Well, the other 2 towns that I do now, they're in the area here. I don't have any contract with them. So just, you know, handshake that.
The contract binds us as much as it binds him,
Correct.
but it can also put us in a bind if he decides he's not.
I'd just be afraid of the price going up,
Yep.
but, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, a guaranteed price, can you give us a guaranteed price for 2 years or 3 years or something like that, so we can put it
Something
in?
together, sure, yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
would
we could
ease
do
our
that.
mind.
Yeah, we could do that.
Then we wouldn't be having to keep doing it every year.
That would work for me. I mean, I can get some numbers from Kelly and
Yep.
then put some stuff together and maybe, what do you guys meet, every week?
Yeah, every week.
Every week,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe 2 weeks from now,
Okay.
sit down and see what we come up with.
The aluminum
good.
cans could be possibly going over to Morley's. They're putting in a thing, so that's a nicer, instead of
Yep, correct, so going all the way to concrete.
Yeah. So,
And the same thing with the cardboard and that type of thing too. Right now, you guys are running that through the NRA also. I handle a lot of that same stuff, so maybe if I get the rates all together,
So like
it'd be easier for me to bring it to my own place than with the truck and it out.
aluminum cans, that's something you would,
Well, the aluminum can's probably not, that's kind of, but the cardboard,
yeah,
the co-mingle, mixed paper,
okay.
if I can get like a tonnage per year thing, so I can, add it to what I have going on.
Perfect.
it's aluminum right now, they're having to truck it to Concord. Cause it wasn't anything, but I called Norway's and they're like, oh, we're putting a slab in. So even if the price is a little different, I mean, it's,
Trucking,
on the
Trucking
trucking
mile, yeah.
side, it's gonna be,
Yeah, cause I don't think those cans are very heavy.
no, they're just a lot.
Yeah, we're
bulky.
hauling, a bunch of air down the road.
Yeah, I think it's like 0.8 or something.
Yeah. A little over the top.
Depends on, yeah,
Yeah.
depends on that, yeah.
So I guess that's it for me then, huh?
You're good, we're good.
Quick and yeah, that's works out for me.
Me too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Take care.
thank you for coming in.
Yep.
Squeeze you guys through here. You can see, my budget, I feel's in fairly good shape right now. Hold on, see like that. The only big thing I got left going on is sand. And at the end of the year, if we do have any money left over, I'd like to take and buy this year's culverts, not knowing what the price of culverts is gonna do next year. That new equipment line, what was that? That was the, trench box. Oh, okay.
Used it yet?
Yeah. Just get them putting it away.
You had to, share with somebody else yet or not?
Nope, nope, it's actually worked out good the way we've been doing it, so. What's the percentage we should be at, Glenn?
Oh, God.
Well, it's gotta be over 75,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah, I
much.
thought it was 76 or something.
Yeah,
David said about this time of year should be right around 75%, so.
Yeah.
We're just about 70. Yeah,
So
which I don't think
the
that's too bad.
Is the striping gonna be done?
I'm gonna try to, but I
Yeah.
can't make any guarantees. The guy
Right.
still got hung up in Maine with all the rain that they had up
Yeah.
there this year, so.
See, the issue with the striping is that really should be then taken out of that percentage, because that's why I pushed to have that as a warrant article, so it's not considered, like, oh geez, Lord, I know it's not anybody's fault, it didn't get done, but,
Well, no,
It
we still
is-
got time to do it, but.
right, but it sounds like it's probably not gonna get done, we're running out of time here.
Well, I can still push the guy. I mean, we did it 2 years ago, the end of October.
Yeah,
So we still got time. I mean, it's cold for the operator, but
Yeah.
too goddamn bad.
well, it dries slower, then you gotta worry about getting
Well,
on people's cars.
Yeah, but the thing is, we do it at night,
Yeah,
so we don't have the issue like the state had with 123A.
yeah, I know.
That way we also don't have to set up all the signage and all that.
Right. Oh yeah, I know they do it at night and stuff, but you are pushing,
If we start at your road at 9 o'clock,
yeah.
right down foot the hill, don't get done till almost, well, it's after 5.
What do you think for next year's budget?
The only thing I see really going up is the health insurance.
Now, you added in Randy's
That's-
hours, and
He got married, so.
Yeah,
did Randy got
Is it
married?
the
Randy got
policy that's
married.
going up, or is it an individual?
Randy got
Randy,
yeah.
Randy got
I didn't get my money.
Even, I
Like,
didn't.
yeah,
You weren't right.
September,
Congratulations.
was it Labor Day weekend, I think, or something like that?
Yeah, 9th or 10th,
Good for him. We were gone to Maine, so, Hampton Beach, so it was that weekend. It was a seafood festival. That's how I remember I was gone.
Priorities.
Well, yeah.
So you're figuring that'll go up, what, 7,000 you got written here?
Yes.
see the budget taking that much of a jump on it.
Cause you move all of Randy's health insurance into the highway department. Along with all of his wages into the highway department.
Right.
And we had, how much it is? How much?
50-50.
I know, but dollar wise and then, cause now that he's married,
It was,
It was, no, it was 50/50. That's
Yeah.
what we had.
so it was 7
Yeah.
in the other line, okay. That's, no warrant articles?
the only other thing I see is doing paving. Now, we have that $80,000. I know what I wanna see do with it. Here's some quotes that I got today, cause I did a bunch of calling yesterday. Tried to actually meet some guys this weekend while I was at the fair. One's a snow pusher. I called 2 different people on the snow pushers. Looked at another one over at the fair, wasn't real impressed. So I said, I ain't gonna be even trying to get hold of them. That's just a standard snow pusher, 12-foot snow pusher. From Boss.
To go on the backhoe or?
Yep, to go on the front of the backhoe, that just chains onto the bucket.
Yep.
So that way he could unchain it, whoever's running it, pull a lot of the stuff off the sidewalks, and then chain back up and clean everything up. 3 of us down here doing the sidewalks at one time I did it, it took us 4 hours, easy. I think this is gonna save a lot of time, because you're not gonna be doing a lot of chasing. The other thing that's in there is the roadside mower. One of the downfalls to the roadside mower, our tractor, because of its age, was only, I think I looked at the hours the other day, it's either 1,200 hours or 1,700 hours, something like that.
I thought it was too small.
No, the age. The original, what we were going for on the back, when we first got that tractor, Tiger said it's too small. Tiger has actually tried to incorporate more Kubota, because everyone's going to Kubotas because they're cheaper. So I called several different people. I called Diamond, I called Alamo, and I called Tiger. Diamond laughed at me and said, we can't do anything with that age of a tractor, but we'll sell you a brand new one. I said, nope, not interested, goodbye. Called Alamo, Alamo said, which was right in Tilton, the guy says, no, I'm just a parts dealer, you gotta call HP Fairfield. So I called HP Fairfield and they said, no, we're a Tiger dealer, but I can't get you anything for Alamo, even though they're owned by Alamo Group. I said, okay. Called Doug's and said, Doug, this is what's going on. When I saw him at the Cornish Fair, he said the same thing, I can get it. He said, no, sorry, I can't get it. Alamo Group will not sell to me. All right, so that scratches off the Alamo. Got a hold of Tiger, found out, actually I called Champlain Tractor. And he did a lot of legwork for me, which was very nice. He says, I cannot sell you a tractor or a mower, but he says, I can put you in talk with MD Tractor out of Plastow. He says, they are their Tiger dealership for your area. So I called him and talked with him and said, this is what I'm looking for, and he sent me the quote for the tractor. Now, we gotta figure another $800 on that quote, because it doesn't have that one valve. It needs 2 tractor valves on it. The other quote in there was for the compactor.
And this is for a mid-mount mower.
Right.
Cause
For the
one we have is rear
26, 130? For the
Yeah.
mid-mount.
Yeah. So you gotta figure another $800 on that, because that's only got that one SCV valve.
Yeah. And that's actually cheap, usually you figure $1,000.
Yeah, yeah.
They call them
The plate compactor, you notice that's the one that had $1,800 next to it for rental.
yes.
That's the one that we rented. We can buy that plate compactor, brand new plate compactor for that price.
For the 63 or whatever.
Yeah,
Minus the 1,800.
minus the 1,800, so it's 43 or 45.
45, 41.
So 3 years' time it's paid for itself.
Yep.
So that's gotta be a warrant then.
No, he's thinking of using the 80,000 highway.
Oh, that,
Now, I've added all this up and I come up to $54,046.25. Out of that 80,000, we'd have $25,953.75 left. We can apply that towards paving. I'd like to see the town put 150 on top of that set 25. So we actually have $175,953.75. I did my math.
So what?
Brennan?
have you had rounding off yet?
No, I want it right down to the quarter. Because Hill Road is in such worse shape than Drewsville and Homestead, I thought I would start on Hill Road. Not only that, because of the bridge project, if that does pass, I would like to do that stretch first, get that done. And that's leaving Bell Hill out of the equation because we don't know what's going on with Bell Hill. So basically start right at the Drewsville Road intersection and go right up to 12A intersection.
Now, there's on this mitigation plan that we, I guess, adopted, right?
Yeah.
There is supposed to be a major culvert, or not a major culvert, somebody put down $5,000 on that, which, you know, if it's a 4-foot or what, by the farm there.
There's a 1 4-footer right there at Howard Weeks's. David and I went and looked at that because we thought we could put the 4-footer, he was thinking 3-footer, and I don't know why. We went and looked at it, measured, it's actually a 4-footer.
Yeah.
And I really don't see, other than it being short, I don't see anything wrong with it, other than the water does go over.
Right, so I think what they wanna do is increase the size.
The downfall to increasing the size is you're gonna have to do a water study.
Correct.
Because they do this stuff so that it'll back up, so you won't get that sudden gush down through there. So that's something that we're gonna have to figure out how to
So
come up with.
I'm told that we possibly might be able to get grant money for that.
Possibly.
And if it's gonna happen, we'll stop before it, we'll stop on the other side of it. And that'll be when that culvert comes into play. Do the culvert and make the company do the paving, like they did up in Ackworth.
Right.
So, once you get all that other paving done, if I still have money left over, set back onto Drewsville from Homestead, or halfway up the hill, wherever it works, and go with a skinny mix over the rest of it. Do 3/4 because that road's in such good shape.
Just do an overlay.
Do an overlay, you won't have to do much of a shim.
Yeah.
I like that.
You put a coal patch on the culvert work now or not?
Actually, I'm gonna start that this week, I just got Walpole's roller.
Okay.
And that's the other thing with this tractor, I talked with Walpole. If we work together with Walpole like we've been doing, they have an over-the-rail mower. The problem with doing the over-the-rail mower, especially like you know, trying to do this right next to the tractor, you can't see what you're doing. If we work together with Walpole on doing this, that mower will be right here, and we'll have their tractor to use, or they'll send an operator with their tractor and
So
work
you'll trade
together.
off time.
Right, we work together. The other thing I added in there was a broom. I know David had suggested a broom, that's just like what the state's got, just a tow behind broom that,
Yeah, you said pedal hitch.
there's nothing special to it.
Yeah.
Which, like, your hill, Slate Hill, we should have swept that off again after we had that rain, after we put the shoulder gravel down,
Right.
but we didn't have.
Didn't have
Actually,
that
your
shape.
bank needs to be done back,
Yeah.
because it's gonna continue to.
Well,
leak.
that's
No matter what, how many
some-
times you sweep it, it still needs to go back.
Yeah, the problem is it's all ledge.
Yeah, I know.
It
That
needs
should
to
be
be
a
shot
project,
and
right.
put across the street,
Right. So that's another project that should. be on the
eventually,
list.
I mean, that's,
Along with a couple culverts that need to be replaced,
Yeah.
that go overlooked again.
Wapple Valley Road, my God.
Yeah, terrible.
but that'll also give us the option to do a lot of our own sweeping too. Some of the village it won't really work because people will be mad when you start sweeping, it's gonna create dust. But if we try to do it when it's wet, maybe that'll help.
I don't think it's a bad plan.
No.
$17,000, am I reading that right?
For a road.
Yeah.
And that's the cheapest, he said he would
I
get
got
us
a
a.
room that's cheaper than 17,000.
You wanna do
I
all
bet you
Valley
do.
Road too?
It doesn't
But I
come
wanna
with an
see-
operator.
Does it come with an operator, so it's March? That's the cheapest room I can.
know.
You know, we can go, I can try to get another number out of Viking for one. He said that they could do one that went on the front of the truck that ran off of hydraulics. The problem with that is I could take the tractor and run this without having any issues. Like the state does with the one that's down on 12A.
So
Don't
we're
tie
gonna get
up
all
the
this
rig.
new equipment, we have to add another employee, or,
No, this is just tools,
okay.
tools for the toolbox.
Hey, your garage looks great, what'd you do to it?
I think it looks like a tree stump with a green roof,
For the green roof?
I think it
but
looks
I think it does look good.
Is it done now?
Yeah,
What about those brackets?
the brackets ain't done, I'm gonna have them paint them separate. I don't know how to put them on, I'm not a carpenter.
You and I can get together on that.
You know, that, I know how that studding is and those brackets ain't gonna work, and I don't know as though you're gonna be able to jack that roof up enough to get
I
the.
don't think we jack it, Michael. I mean, we might be able to get a little bit out of it. I don't think you jack it. I think you get them there just to support what's left. I don't think you're gonna be able to do much
Keep it
more.
from getting any worse.
Yes. And that was David's thought also, right from the get-go.
But he's definitely not a carpenter. trust
No,
me.
I'm not a carpenter.
You
I'll be
know,
the first to tell you.
the loader would get most of the way up there, correct?
No.
On-
Get some of it, but then again, now we're working out of a bucket. If Department of
I
Safety
know.
drives by and sees that, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, we can do something out of the lift.
I mean, that's really what you need is a man lift and do it the right way.
Yeah. When was that problem actually noticed?
That problem was noticed way back when they put the roof on.
The new roof?
Yeah, whenever we did that, which was back in 2003 or 4. And he strapped that the best he could. That was Paul? What the hell was your instructor's name? He was a Bellows Falls firefighter.
Yeah, it's not Paul. Dexter was his
Dexter.
name. Paul Dexter, yeah, it was Paul Dexter.
Yeah, I mean, something changed. You had a screw down type roof or you got stainless